We gotta bring New York back, man. Y'all sitting up there letting this come into our town. Yo, it's disgusting. Pop Smoke. They turned that man TV off. Big's TV off. New York ain't never got no get back, and y'all got nerve enough to be sitting up here riding. Bungee jumping. For him? It is what it is, man.
I rock with Hassan Campbell. If I didn't rock with some of the things that he do and stand for, I wouldn't even have stumbled across this part of his video. But I gotta say, I lost a lot of respect for Hassan Campbell in this video. You talking about New York did not get no get back for Pop Smoke. New York did not get no get back for Biggie. But they allowed King Peel and them to come over there like it was sweet. Like you almost insinuating like they was supposed to do something to King Peel. When I can't respect that. Because if you want them dudes to throw their life away off of King Peel, off of a West Coast dude, then you should have did the same thing when you came to LA. You did an interview with Adam. I really think you did it in LA. I think you did it at the No Jumper store on Melrose. I could be wrong, but I think you did. And if you went to LA, you should have been searching for Get Back. When you ran across Whack 100, when you was hanging with Whack, when you was the 6ix9ine and Academics and all that, you should have got revenge for New York off of a West Coast dude. Should have did that. But you didn't want that for yourself. Like you trying to get people to do something that you yourself don't want to do. Biggie died in the late 90s. Some of these dudes and a lot of them dudes who was out there running with King Peel don't know Biggie and didn't know Biggie. But you was out. I'm sure you was alive. You was around. You was aware. Why does it take you so many years, about 30 years, for you to get your get back then, Hassan Campbell? I think you playing this gatekeeper game. I think you feel some type of way that some bloods came to New York and didn't have to consult with Hassan Campbell. Didn't have to include Hassan Campbell. Because you a blood member or an ex-blood member, or you used to rock with the Bloods and this is why I stopped running with the Bloods. You know how you be saying what you be saying in your videos. The streets is the streets and things can happen to anybody. I got mad love for New York. Just in general. I don't have no hate for New York. I don't feel like none of these issues, Biggie, Pop Smoke, any of these issues have something to do with a person wanting to cause harm to a New York person. People be into what they be into, and when things occur, things is going to occur based upon the things you are into. But for Hassan Campbell to kick that type of nonsense, I can't respect that. How can you want to promote some type of East Coast, West Coast beef? How? It's uncalled for. I'm not even saying it like I'm worried about it in the form of him being able to like actually get something done. But I hate when people plant these type of seeds in anybody's brain. Because it can't be a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, 16-year-old, somebody who don't have a strong mind and take to heart what Hassan Campbell said and throw their life away. Ruin two families, theirs and somebody else's. And King Peel and them don't have nothing to do with Biggie. They don't got nothing to do with Pop Smoke. I'm not even trying to say you supposed to do anything to anybody but Hassan Campbell. It's a dude who was on the internet taking full responsibility for his participation in the unaliving of Pop Smoke. You know where he from and you know what he claimed. You ain't went to where he come from to let him know that you ain't feeling him behind Pop Smoke? You ain't did that? I'm just saying, if that's the type of logic you want to operate on, if that's the type of thinking you want to operate on, why you ain't got on that yet? You know, it's a lot of West Coast dudes going in and out of New York often. Celebrities, non-celebrities, vacation, not vacation, linking with street people, not linking with street people. Why you ain't let them know how you feel about all these situations? To me, I feel like you're mixing too much street stuff and real stuff with like a dab of some internet trolling controversy type stuff. You ain't rock no snot box. You ain't turn no TV off. You ain't did none of these foul things that you be saying on the camera when it come to all these other individuals who lose their life. But you want somebody else to pick up arms. You want someone else to seek some revenge that you ain't been seeking. You've been from New York longer than most of those guys, if not all of them that was in that video with King Pill and them. And you ain't known for getting no get back for that cause yet? For none of these causes? B.I.G, Pop Smoke, none of that? You don't? But you want other people to have it. In my opinion, these are some situations that dudes be into. That's just my opinion. Am I there for these encounters? Do I know the in and outs? No. All I can do is kind of give out an assumption based upon all the things that have been spilled out in the world and what I have gathered. It's a lot of New York dudes who go to LA and don't get touched. So it gotta be something. It gotta be something with people, individual situations, as opposed of it's a Cali versus New York thing. Cause it'd be more problems. It'd be a lot of revenge. Just tat for tat for tat for tat. And for you to get out here and act like you be trying to prevent problems and stand for the youth, only to create a situation that can get far out of everyone's control. A coast versus coast problem is going to be something that can't nobody really maintain or contain. I should say contain. But for you to want that to be a part of the universe and put that type of thinking in the air, you don't care about no young dudes. You don't care about no families. East Coast, West Coast, New York, Cali, none of them. Because we got to start learning how to see the positive and the good in things, even if we don't agree with it all. Like King Pill said some things that I do agree with. Maybe it might not be actually appropriate for this thing to take place how it did, with all these bloods linking up and all this stuff and bringing no jumper based upon all the attention they having from law enforcement. But the internet got the attention of law enforcement. And he's using his platform and his connections to kind of give people the opportunity. Either it's an opportunity that you for or you not for. Either way it go, it is what it is. But you can't get mad at that. But for you to get mad because King Pill disrespected you and you don't have the heart to go toe-to-toe with King Pill, you don't have the heart to get into it with his set, you don't have the heart to do none of that, but you want somebody else to do something to him. You got to get in the streets and get that respect you seeking, Hassan Campbell. Because it seems like you don't want no respect for you doing well with your YouTube channel. You want some respect like you some type of general shot caller or some type of legendary classic blood from Bronx, Rivers. So you got to get back in the streets and you got to gain that and earn that and make sure all these people from coast to coast know not to play with you, fam. You sat with 6ix9ine. You ain't even do nothing to him. But you would say some extreme tough stuff about some East Coast, West Coast stuff that did not have nothing to do with just this East Coast versus West Coast. People be into what they be into. I'm done with it.